Hi, we're back to Justice for All. Oh my god, you can see through my shirt. Okay, that's kind of sick. I'm not changing it. You're probably right, fat homie. Well, welcome everybody back to the next part of Ace Attorney. Oh, I wish you wouldn't talk to me outside of court. I wish you wouldn't talk to me inside of court either. I wish you wouldn't talk to me. That's basically my opinion on that. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, Texas. I've got some speedrun stuff that I want to work on, but I've been taking a little bit of a break. Someone should just make a ROM hack of this game that fixes all the typos, right? Wouldn't that be the best way to solve this problem? The whole trilogy was translated by one person. Substantive. Yeah, I can't possibly see how the past would be related to my motive for murder. I'm sure it's a lot of work. It just needs an editor to come behind and look at it and make sure that there's no errors. Hey, Javeman. Yeah, I mean, all told, I think the translation's really good. There's just typos, which is... I mean, it's the most first world complaint to have about a game. Like, my game sometimes uses the wrong tense, or they spelled something wrong, but... I think ultimately the translation's good. If I have to imagine how hard it would be to translate the jokes and the names and stuff between languages. An iconic typo. I mean, you wrote type, so you typoed your comment about typos. So, I mean, can you imagine how meta this is getting? So for those of you who didn't catch the last stream and you're here for the first time, I actually have a code in right now so that I never lose health. That's just so that I don't get into save scumming. I mean, it just skips the save scumming that I was already going to do. But I'm still not going to just, like, blast out just random guesses and things like that. I didn't want to have to redo court cases. The original game lets you save on any text box anyway? Does it really? As in, this game lets you do that? Like, there's a way I can do... Can I just hit start at any point and save? Alright, well, I actually don't feel bad at all now about the code or the save scumming or anything. If that comes up, Echo About, we'll figure it out. Sorry, I didn't read this very carefully. So 22 days apart. Yeah, it's really frustrating reading her text. When you hear someone say like a lot, it's not a problem. It feels like it flows relatively naturally, and it's just sort of a space filler while people's brains work, I think. But in writing, it's infuriating. It's like not that big of a deal. See, I just said the word like in the middle of that sentence and it wasn't an issue.
Objection!
Is there equivalent to that in Japanese? Like, what is the Japanese equivalent of like, and what does it translate to? I mean, if I were getting phone calls from the police every single day, I think that would keep me up at night and I wouldn't be able to sleep well, so yeah, I get it. Eto, 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 eto. But she was totally pooped too, remember? Why don't you have a driver's license, kid? Doesn't happen at night. No, excuse me, Judge. There's absolutely a reason to push yourself. You're giving testimony. So what does the newspaper clipping actually say? May 2nd, 14 patients. May 24th. This doesn't sound like it contradicts it, though. Medicines got mixed up. It's not obvious to me what's missing. The driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Open the right door. This isn't gonna be one of those things where I get fucked because it's in Japan and they drive on the right-hand side of the road, or the driver's side is the right-hand side, and so she's saying she got out of the driver's side, right? This isn't something like that? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I mean, it would be a bad localization, but I've gotten burned on stupid things before. I just wanted to ask. What do you mean they updated 1-1's time difference? Oh, you mean from Paris to America versus Paris to Japan? Got it. I got what you're saying. Okay. Well, I gotta be honest. It's really not obvious to me what I know that I need to know here. Man, this one feels tough. Wait. No, that's not true. Because I have her licensed photo.
Objection!
Welcome for pancakes. That's right. She did have her license. That's not true. Cause it's a license when she got admitted to the hospital. She calls it like she sees it, and I really respect that. Alright, I'm gonna side with Franziska on this one. I got her side. I don't think it's necessarily the... I don't think it has anything to do with the court case, how she knows he's perverted. That's not true. Yeah, I was being a little bit critical up front. I don't love the music from this game, but I think that I'm largely guided by the fact that I really got attached to the music in the first game, and that there's really nothing they could have changed it to that I would have been completely happy about. Cry and my whip will accommodate. What a line. That's a good line. I like that line. Hey, T-Flower. Thank you. Oh, you mean the... A meter, that's 3 feet. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. That's the best line. That's... So far... That's my top line from the game. I wish I had, like, been recording some of my favorite lines so I could later make a best lines tier list. I feel like that needs to happen. Screw rating the cases. We need, like, a best lines tier list. See, impressive organ is another good one. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Oh. It's because I'm a known alcoholic. The only thing about this game that I feel like isn't necessarily balanced very well, just sort of in a general sense, is that I feel like there is a running theme that anytime I press someone on something and they update their testimony, the new line that got updated is the line I need to target with something. Like, I zero in on that and 100% of the time I'm right. Which makes sense. I couldn't have presented evidence on that line until I pressed to get it, but it kind of gets me too tunneled in. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, that's probably too Austin. I agree, SPC, and I think that's ultimately what I'm getting at, is that it would be more realistic if things got added to the testimony that weren't, like, crucial to as red herrings. So. I see, a bright red car for sports. Brad said that some of the later games, or later cases, start to do that, where you can press on multiple lines, which is good. So the argument here is that that photo is actually from her permit, not from her license, I guess? Is that the train of thought that we're running with right this second? Valued cars. Yeah, I'm gonna get another line because none of the things that she said, I don't feel like I have any approach for them. Okay, that's what I need. I need her testimony to get updated with the nature of the car being like brand new. Oh, from the UK? How exotic. I really feel like their approach to the judge is really ham-fisted. Like, he's stupid in an unamusing way. Oh, okay. I see where this is going. If it was from the UK, then she wouldn't have gotten out from the right side, because it would have been driver's side on the right side. Sure. Why not?
Objection!
Got it. Yeah, sometimes I get lucky. I don't know how to... I just get lucky. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my shirt in a second. I'll change my shirt on the next save. You're riding in a British car? What's wrong with my shirt? Is it you can see through it? It's like doing weird things. It's annoying me. Thank you, Tina. I'm thinking about buying a green turtleneck. So, you know. Also, I just ordered off of Amazon a green slipcover for chairs. Not that I think it's gonna fit properly, but I want to see what happens. This seems like a very strange... This seems very strange, ultimately. Because if the argument that they're going with, and this seems what this case is leaning into, is, it seems very strange because if the detail is that the car was from the UK, and so when she said she got out of the right-hand side, that meant that she was the driver. And so the end result of this is going to be that she was driving the car. Like, it feels like the details that were provided are really strange to be specific about. Like, if I were driving a car and I didn't want people to know I was driving the car, then I would not tell people I got out specifically on the right or left-hand side. I just would omit that detail. Austin, they don't exist. I had to look really hard, and I ended up finding wedding chair covers, which are absolutely not going to work right for my chair. But I just want to see what happens. It was like an inexpensive, like $8 chair cover, so I was like, sure. I think with how prevalent like these racing style gaming chairs are becoming, that it's really silly that no one's selling green slipcovers for these chairs. Yeah, it seems like an obvious thing, right? Sorry, back to solving crime. So the one I have is actually a DX Racer, but it's their Iron Man series. It's meant for taller or bigger guys, or bigger people, whatever. And I've actually found this one to be relatively comfortable. I don't find most of those styles of chairs to be comfortable, but this one in particular is actually pretty comfortable. Ultimately, a proper office chair, like a good quality office chair, is going to be more comfortable, whatever you do. This one was given to me as a gift, so I wasn't in a position to be picky. Sorry, can we fast forward to the part where I start to solve crime again? Alright, I'll think outside the box. Pearl? Okay. Uh-oh. This is... This is Mimi.
Objection!
Oh, because the hospital did face surgery and made her face look different. Uh-oh. This shit's getting real! God, those doctors are real good. Those doctors deserve a raise. I don't know how much they're getting paid, but I assure you it's not enough. They made her look like an anime. Stole her face is a very strongly worded statement. It took us a long time to get here in this case, but I'll tell you what, I'm hooked. Let's go. Let's friggin' LFG. It looks like an Arabic character of some sort. I don't... Oh, dang. We did it! Me too. I think I understand why as well, but for the purposes of all the people playing at home, why don't you tell us what you think the answer is, Phoenix?
Take that!
I mean, that is pretty much the saddest thing I've ever heard. Is she gonna slam her head into the wall? Please. Gimme that hot Von Karma breakdown. I was 10. Is he hiding under the desk? I would hide under the desk. I get it. Where's... Where's Phoenix? Okay, can you go back to Pearl? I feel very uncomfortable with this. Just in every way possible. Ba-da-ba. Okay, feeling more uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable because Pearl is like an 8-year-old child. Can you turn back into Pearl, please? She's currently inhabiting the body of this kid. Not feeling good about this right now. Not feeling great.
Objection!
Hawk Dragon, congrats on passing the bar. You're now legally licensed to practice law in all 50 states. I know. Not just the bar in your respective state, but all 50. I think she should be forced to change. Mia is super duper busting out of an 8-year-old child's clothes, so... Oh, this song's good. This is a real good song. Thank you, Chitelu. Aw, don't call me Nick. Well, whatever the reason, I appreciated Hawk and Dragon. I mean, isn't that the most obvious detail of this whole thing? Phoenix is still having a hard time picking his jaw up off the floor seeing Mia stuffed into an 8-year-old child's clothes. Which I totally get. I get it. I think I'd also be dumbfounded, like, why don't you wear a towel?
Take that!
So right now, I'm explaining to Maya why Morgan did what she did. So I had to explain what's the reason. I mean, it really seems like the direction this story goes is that Maya's gonna end up, like, hanging out with me a lot. My guess is that Maya's, like, my new buddy forever and ever. And, so, I mean, Pearl will probably become the new master anyway, so who cares? Now with 50% more sclera. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm sorry, I will never support this new save music.